Hey guys! In this video, we're going to talk all about numbers and how to represent integers and how to represent decimal numbers. We'll get into coding right away. If you want to use the folder I've attached to open the project, you can do that. And if you want to start and create the project yourself, you know that, in my opinion, this is the best option. Now let's get started. So I want you guys to open IntelliJ, create a new project called 03 numbers, and add a new class, a Java class inside the source. I called it numbers. You can call it whatever you want. And I created also the main method. Now let's start writing some code. I just wanted to clarify that when we created a new variable price of type byte and we assigned the value of 127, this was fine because byte can store integers. But what if we change this 127 to 127.5? This throws an error because byte cannot store decimal numbers, or the technical term is floating point numbers. It cannot store numbers with a decimal point. Okay, so let's try to change this to short, int, long. They all have the same issue because these four data types are only defined to store integers. So they are allowed to store 127, negative 127, 0, or any other integer, but they are not allowed to store any floating point number. This is why we have data types like float and double. Remember that float is stored in 32 bits. So if I wanted to store 24.5, why do we have here an error? This is because it tells us that the provided type is double, but the required type is float because we defined it as float. The default type for floating point numbers are double, so we have to explicitly say that this is a floating point number. This is of type float. So you either write a small f or a capital F, and this will remove the error. Now, if you just change this to double, you don't have to explicitly define it because this is already double, okay? Okay, so now we understand the difference and the different types of representing numbers in Java. So I hope this video was fun. I wanted to keep it short, so I decided to move the arithmetic operations to the next video. See you there.